PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Lead designer and director Brendan Greene is leaving the development trenches to lead a new division within developer publisher Pine Corp. Greene spent the past 5 years honing the Battle Royale concept, initially creating modes for other titles like Days and Gamasutra, before creating and launching PUBG with the help of South Korean studio Bluehole. In an open letter posted on Twitter, the designer said he will be taking charge of Pine Corp's new Special Projects division, and will no longer be involved in the day-to-day development of PUBG, while I will remain as a consulting creative director on PUBG. Development will be led by current art director Taeseok Jang, and the fantastic team I have had the honor of working with over the past 3 years. They have some great things planned for this year, and I cannot wait to share more with you soon. Here quote, going forward I will be based in Amsterdam, rather than Seoul, and focused on building out an entirely new division to focus on research and game development. Greene explained Special Projects will be driven by a desire to build online experiences and spaces that connect people in ways I only dreamed of when I first sat in front of a computer. We are tasked with exploring, experimenting, and creating new technologies, tools, pipelines, and gameplay, he added. Together with a team of game developers and researchers, we will explore new possibilities of intersection and connection within the game space. Sales and profits are down at Square Enix, which just posted its financials for the 9 months ended December 31st.
2018
Consolidated net sales dipped by 8% year-on-year to 179.1 billion yuan, $1.6 billion, while profits decreased by 61% to 8.9 billion yuan, $81.1 million, over the same period. That downturn is partly due to the restructuring of Luminous Productions, which saw Square book an extraordinary loss of 2.7 billion yuan, $33.7 million. Looking at the company's digital entertainment segment, which houses its video game operations, net sales over the past 9 months dropped by 9.1% to 113.5 billion yuan, $1.2 billion, while operating income fell by 59.3% to 14.8 billion yuan, $135.7 million. That's despite a strong showing from new releases like Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Just Cause 4, and Octopath Traveler, which actually bumped up quarterly net sales, despite not being able to offset a long-term decline on the smart device and PC browser front. Many of Square's newer titles struggled to meet expectations and failed to generate additional revenue on top of existing games. A decrease in licensing income and an increase in advertising spend also contributed to the year-on-year decline in net sales and operating income. Square claims it must now focus on selected titles and releasing games that utilize existing properties in order to create new hits and reinvigorate its smart device and browser business. In the area of massively multiplayer online games, net sales and operating income also decreased on the previous year, largely due to lack new releases and expansions. Moving forward, Square expects net sales and profits to hit 270 billion yuan, $2.46 billion, and 175.1 billion yuan, $1.6 billion, respectively by the end of the fiscal year, on March 31st.
2019
In this 2018 DD Talk, NETHEREALM Games, Michael Stallone describes the drastic engine changes at Optimizity and Mortal Kombat XL and Injustice 2. Stallone goes over the rollback ray, simulate networking models used in Mortal Kombat and Injustice 2, and how those tools WERA and NVLB lead you in rolling back and simulating up to 8 game frames in 60 milliseconds. It was an insightful talk that's definitely still worth watching. So developers should not miss the opportunity to do so now that it's freely available on the official GD YouTube channel. In addition to this presentation, THEGDC Vault and its accompanying YouTube channel offers numerous other free videos, audio recordings, and slides from many of the recent game developers conference events. And the service offers even more members-only content for GD Vault subscribers. Those who purchased all access passes to recent events, like GD Vault, already have full access to GD Vault, and interested parties can apply for the individual subscription via the GD Vault subscription page. Group subscriptions are also available. Game-related schools and development studios who sign up for GD Vault Studio subscriptions can receive access for their entire office accompanied by contacting staff via THEGDC Vault Group subscription page. Finally, current subscribers with access issues can contact GD Vault technical support. At least 2 companies are quietly in the process of bidding for ownership of the physical game retailer GameStop, and that sale could be announced as early as mid-February, according to SULCEFAMILIA with the company. This is from a Wall Street Journal story, spotted by GameSpot, that says at least 2 companies, including Sycamore Partners under Palo Global Management, are looking at potentially purchasing the retailer, though all 3 companies declined to comment on the rumors. This comes during an ongoing rough patch for GameStop. The company has reported falling profits and revenue across many of its recent quarterly reports and, as of last summer, said it was in exploratory discussions with external companies regarding a potential transaction that, according to us, also involved Sycamore Partners. Game design is the most important part of every game. Whether it's a simple runner or a title of a Dragon Age scale, every specialist in every industry needs professional tools to do his job right. There are special ideas for developers, professional software, i.e., Adobe, Autodesk, for artists. But there are no specific tools for game design, so video game designers always had to use different workarounds to do their job. The main challenge is that assets, called game design, of any given project, are never kept in one document, because these are quite different. For example, dialogues must have a diagram-like layout to keep them organized. A game library database requires more structured storage. Characters data additionally require image storage. Level maps should also have some visuals, etc. So what can we do? How do we track possible variations on the flows of nonlinear dialogues throughout the entire game? Well, some specialists use thousands of stickers. Others build VCO-like flowcharts. Big companies build their custom-developed set of tools to handle specific project needs, something that indie studios usually cannot afford and actually do not need, in order to achieve consistency in design and create visually appealing games. The information that is generated by game designers should be tools that are shown in this category do not require a lot of coding knowledge. Most of them are made to provide the simplest developing experience to anyone. Still, there are pitfalls to consider. These tools are not so easy as they look at first sight. While they are suitable for small and common games, It's quite difficult to create a unique project without any comprehension. Let's see what our software options are. When we started looking for suitable game design tools, mind maps were our first choice, and we quickly ditched the idea, because only after 3 hours into a project, mind map started to look like this. Right now, our current project, named Rise of Colonies, has a game database of 60 MB in size, and it mostly consists of text data. That's really a lot of text. I am even afraid to think what a mind map of that size would look like. And additionally, should his software, desktop software choices are quite limited. So we found FreeMind to be the one with the most feasible export features. But the issue with that software is that for really big mind maps it soon starts glitching. So it is not suitable for professional use, as you are battling with the software, not with the project.